Hello everyone, hello and welcome. It is I, troopersjp, and we are playing Sundial Games 2026 quest calendar, The Souls of Saraku. A very, very cool RPG that takes place over 365 days because it's a calendar. Well, hashtag not sponsored, right? Where every day you have a small little quest, a small little piece of a much larger year-long quest that you play. And we are currently playing Friday, January the 16th, 2026, also known as Fruits Day, Deep Winter 16. Today it looks like we have a dungeon map. I'm going to assume. So, what does it say? The castle burns. Its once imposing halls are now a battlefield of screams, clashing steel, and the acrid stench of death. Enemies swarm the corridors, cutting down your forces, while desperate allies rally where they can. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. All right, well, okay. Begin at the X, which, that's my little token for my rat person, right there on the X. Begin at the X and navigate around the map. Visit each lettered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next. Here is our map. And you can see, right, this is where we've got our little rat person. I made a little rat token. By the way, I'm using Roll20 for this because I think Roll20 is awesome. But here's my little rat guy. And let's see, we have to navigate through the map. So let's see. All right, well, from where we're starting, it looks like the most obvious way to get out of here would be A, B to E, right? So just go straight through all of the viscera. But what if that is some kind of trap in and of itself? Well, the first thing we have to go to A. There's really no other way to go that way. So let's head east down this corridor towards our way out. So, Area A. Dungeon entrance. A small group of allied goblins have been cornered by oh wait, we're going to A. Hold on. Boop. Let's go to A. A small group of allied goblins has been cornered by enemy warriors, fear glinting in their eyes as they prepare for what seems to be their final stand. If they lose their nerve, the castle defenses may crumble faster. Option A, deliver an inspiring speech to rally the goblins with words of vengeance, survival, and loyalty. That's a charisma check. The last time I checked, I'm currently a rat with no charisma, so let's not do that one. Or option B, avoid the skirmish entirely and focus on my mission. Flee and let them die. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm a villain, and I'm not the vampire villain who has some kind of means to inspire people, but I'm the rat plague-born toxin alchemist. So I think I should probably do what my villain would do, which would be to flee and let all those goblins die. Wow. I feel like such a villain. Okay, so this is going to be a dex check, I guess, is what we are going to look for. So a dex check. This is going to be 1d20 plus our dex. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a 2. We rolled a 2. It's real good. Awesome. We do have a dex of +1, which makes that a 3, and we also have danger sense, which makes that a 5. If the result is 10 or less, wah wah. An enemy spots me fleeing and throws a spear at my back. Reduce my health by 1. Well, oh, that's terrible. No good, Nick. Yeah, health is now 9 out of 10. I don't have a lot of hit points. The vampires have way more hit points than I do. Sad times. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine, right? I don't think anything could go wrong here. Nope, not at all. Everything is fine. Okay, well, let's see. We are here. We just got a spear in our back. Terrible business. We could either go to B or D. I feel like it's not bad to see more parts of a dungeon because it might mean that there's treasure. So let's head south and check for traps. And then we can from there move east and try to hit D. I don't know what's in D, but maybe it'll be good. D, armory. Hey, that's not bad. You find a side chamber that was once stocked with armor and weapons. Though it has been raided and used by the orcs and goblins of the castle, there might still be something of use here. Roll d20 plus intellect. Yes. Let's roll d20 plus intellect, and maybe we will get something good, right? I've rolled a 9. My intellect, I think, is just a base plus 0. I'm pretty sure it is. So that's a 9. It's a 9. Oh, okay. If the result is 8 or more, you find some gold on the floor from a dropped coin purse. There is also a vial that must have been missed by those who armed themselves earlier. Gain 2 gold and 1 health potion. I will use my very cool wet or dry something erase marker. So we have got 2 gold and a health potion. Health potion. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, with that in mind, let's see. We have to decide where we want to go next. Well, we could run around and try to find more things, or we could be a bit more direct towards getting out of here because, you know what, let's just go to B. Let's go north. We just took a small little detour. Go north. I'm going to assume that the exit is at E, and then head to B. What is B? B is a hallway, obviously. I mean, right? A human warrior spots me from down the hall. There is no avoiding him as he charges towards me with his shield and sword ready. If you have a freed prisoner written down from earlier, which I do, the prisoner whom you freed earlier comes running through the hallway in a frenzied mania of shouting and erratic behavior. Like that. Gain a +2 bonus to all combat rolls below. You know, I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel bad about that. I probably should feel bad about that. But, you know, it's fine. Okay, so we have an enemy with a defense of 9, health of 3, an attack of 8, a little skull, and a little gold. So we're going to go and do the attacking. It's been a while. So I believe the very first thing I need to do is roll to attack. And let's do that. I rolled an 18. (18 plus 2) because of the person who's screaming. Just imagine a person that has just ran behind me screaming. So that's a 20, and then I also have a +3 to attack. That's a 23. That does beat their defense. So I beat their defense, and I believe, you know, it has been 1,000 billion years since I have done a a battle. But I believe because of that, if I remember, you know what, we should look it up. But I think that basically means I've stunned them so they can't hit me back in this go around. And then I just have to roll damage and beat their defense. I should look this up. I think it'll be fine. So my damage is a D8 only, which is less fun than it could be, but you know, let's do it. Let's roll this D8 and see where we go. A 2. Their health is a 3. I'm going to use my surge and increase my damage by a D4, because if I do that, I might just be able to kill this person now. And I rolled a 1, which makes it a 3, which does kill them and vanquish them. Which just real quickly means I get 1 extra gold, bringing me to 3 gold, which I'm fine with. So let's see. What do I have as a weapon? I've got a club, it looks like, right? Okay, so I just dropped my dry erase pen. Anyway. So I'm going through the dungeon, see? And I'm going down the hallway. That's right, the hallway. Yeah, that's right. And as I'm sneaking down the hallway, with those goblins just dying in the background, see? I don't care, though, because I got a mission. I gotta go find the Overlord of the Dark Mage, the High Mage. Anyway, as I'm going down the hallway, then this wild warrior with a shield and a sword comes charging upon me, see? And I think, oh, that's no good. But right before he's able to get to me, that guy that I released, you know, down in the dungeon, he comes running up and screaming like he'd been tortured by a rat guy for years. Anyway, right before the guy with the sword and the shield could come and strike me, the wild freed prisoner just comes zooming in there. He's just zooming in there, see? And as he goes and distracts this guy, I sneak behind him, bop him on the head with my club, and I brain him. And he goes down like a sack of potatoes. Potatoes, see? And with that, I'm going to go and move on. See if I can get myself to a better place. Well, one hopes. Okay, well, all right. So, feeling pretty good about that. So we are here. I guess we can just go to the exit. The exit is right there, and we can just go there. You know what? I don't think I needed to use that surge, because I get a +2 to all my combat rolls, which meant that original 2 would have been a 4. I take the surge back. I've got a +2 on all my rolls, because the wild freed prisoner. Love it. I'm keeping it. Let's get greedy. Before we hit E, which I'm pretty sure is the exit, let's head down to F, because that looks like a kitchen, and I like food. So let's head down south, see? Let's go down to the area F, which might be a kitchen. Is it a kitchen? I don't know. Let's find out, eh? The castle kitchen. That speaks well to the art here. Fires rage as flaming oil spills across the stone floors of the kitchen. Cooks and servants flee. Ah! Knives, boiling pots, rolling barrels. And fire turned the room into a lethal battlefield. Maybe I should not have gone to the kitchen. I thought I'd find pie. Can you improvise and use these as weapons? I hope so. I can roll D20 plus intellect with. I get to use my danger sense. It lets me know. So let's hope that I can find a thing. Ooh, that's a 3. You're not going to see that very well. That's a 3. Intellect, I don't get a bonus for that, but I do get the +2 for danger sense, which is a 5. So, and I have nothing I can do for help here. If the result is an 8 or less, the dangers of the kitchen prove too chaotic. You misjudge a hazard and burn yourself. Ah! Reduce your health by 1. I have 8 hit points now. Well, that sucks. I feel like that was a reminder to myself not to be greedy. And I think also that this is a reminder that I should leave now. So let's head up north. Yeah, I'm going to head up north, see? And then I'm going to go turn to my right, see? And then I'm going to see this thing, E, with a spiral staircase. All right, what's it want to tell me? Area E, stairs. You make it to the spiral staircase and move upward. You may stop here or continue to explore before returning to exit the dungeon. I'm just going to go. I'm going to leave. I'm going to exit right here. There's a thing at C, but from looking at that map, it looks like it's a lot of traps. Although I am really good at avoiding traps, that is true. But the question is there anything to be gained by going through a trap-filled hallway? I think the answer is no. So I'm going to just leave. And by leaving, I end my session for today. Thank you for coming along with me as we delved into this dungeon. And you'll have to come back tomorrow, see? So we can find out if we can get to the High Overlord or the High Mage or the somebody like that and tell him, hey, it's Quaitons for you. If you don't break the enemy. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I have been troopersjp. Come and find me over at troopersjp on Twitch or here on the YouTubes. And come and see me tomorrow when we find out what's next for our bad impression of James Cagney rat. Our dirty rat, see? Our dirty rat. So I will see you tomorrow for more Souls of Saraku. Bye, everybody.